Nearly 1 in 12 children in the 1970s were raised by a single parent. 52-year-old Richard has always wanted to know the identity of his father and is wondering if testing his DNA can finally give him some answers.
Hey, hello.
Richard, how are you?
Nice to meet you. You okay?
Likewise, really nice
Come
to
on
meet
in.
you.
Welcome to the kitchen. Kettle's on. Do you want a
There
tea,
you
coffee?
go. This is what you get when you come
Absolutely,
to Liverpool.
yeah.
A cup of tea, thank you. How long you've been in Liverpool your whole life?
Liverpool my whole life, originally from Walton, and then we turned posh and moved to Formby.
Right, la-di-da.
Yeah, absolutely, yeah.
Talk me through, how is it that you don't know who your father is?
I've just never got a satisfactory answer from my mum. And my mum's passed away now, so that avenue's closed. I've no idea who it was. Not even, you know, a name or where he's from or who he is or anything. I've got nothing.
Wow. So we're starting from scratch.
Blank piece of paper. Growing up, I was an only child. There was my mum, my nan and my granddad. We lived in the same house. The grandparents, they were a great laugh, you know. They used to give me sherry when I was about 5 when I wasn't well. The street I grew up in were situated where the 2 football grounds are. So I was always going to be an Evertonian. It was a great place. You know, we were always out on our bikes. We were always playing football. We were just never in. I didn't want for anything. The one thing that I didn't have, though, was a dad. Just wasn't there.
So how old were you when you understood that your dad wasn't about?
I think about 7 or 8. You know, you start to play football and stuff, and other dads are there, and there wasn't one. I sort of started to make up stories and said, oh, my dad passed away before I was born, I never knew. So that was my story, to stop people asking and stuff. But yeah, then it started to kind of go, hang on, this isn't normal.
That first time you approached your mum and said, where's my dad? What was her response?
It's tough, because I think it was just she ignored it, if I'm being honest. It made me scared to ask again. So I decided to take matters into my own hands about 19, and I went to the registry office in Liverpool and got the birth certificate. Honestly, I was so excited. I was like, proper, I want to find this out. This is going to be the day I find this out. And in the father's name, it was just a false name.
Oh, okay.
So not only do I not know who my dad is now, I've got a falsified birth certificate. It became all-encompassing at that point, and that was really difficult.
And then I suppose because you know nothing, you're just speculating the whole time and just having to use your imagination.
And that's the thing, isn't it? You tell yourself all these different things and you paint stuff in, well, it was this, or it was that, or it was something else. And I've been through them all. And it'd be great to get that out of my head. Just to get that out and stop thinking about it would just be brilliant, and it can free some space in for some more nonsense that I can think about, you know?
I'm going to be so embarrassed, Richard, if I fall over. I should have let you go first. Sort of sat here now, how do you feel towards your mum?
You know, I don't blame me mum. But yeah, I feel a bit sorry for her, to be honest. Whatever reason my mum had, she wasn't able to tell me, and it's a bit sad.
I can imagine you're sort of all over the place, you know?
Yeah, a little bit.
Excited at the prospect of finally finding out.
Yeah, but also a little bit of trepidation around what am I going to find out. They might be a Liverpool fan.
That could be worst case scenario.
Oh.
Maybe that's why she didn't tell you.
I get it now. I get it. It's all
I
fine.
understand.
It's all okay.
You're 52 now.
I am.
Why is now the time?
I think with my mum passing, I thought the opportunity had gone. Now, the enhancements and DNA testing, I just thought, well, now there's another door opening. And this is probably the best chance I've ever had.
Professor Churi King is one of the UK's top geneticists. Richard has come to the University of Leicester hoping she can analyse his DNA and possibly discover the identity of his father.
Come on in, Richard.
Hi, nice to meet you.
It's lovely to meet
Nice
you.
to meet you.
So how can I help you?
I'd like to know if you could tell me something about my dad. I'd love to know who he was, but even if that's not available, I'd just like to know where I'm from.
Okay, so let's do you a quick family tree. This is your biological father. That's your mum. And that is you. You share half of your DNA with each of your parents. So we're going to be looking for people who share DNA with you. And it's a unit of measurement known as a centimorgan. So that's just a fancy term for sort of a measurement of DNA sharing.
Okay. How many centimorgans make a relative then?
Oh, so it really depends. So you can get somebody who, say, shares a couple of hundred of centimorgans, and you go, well, that could be a second cousin.
Right.
It doesn't tell you exactly how they're related, but gives you an idea. And if you're getting more than one person, you can start to build family trees, and it starts to help you hone in on who your biological father might be.
Okay.
The really interesting thing about Liverpool is obviously it's a port city. Your father could be from really anywhere. We're really at the mercy of who is in the database. So if we're going to be able to say something about where your biological father was from, are you going to be okay if that's all that we can give you?
If that's all you can give me, I will give you a big hug and say thank you so much, because that's more than I've ever known. It'd be amazing.
While counsellors and social workers prepare Richard for whatever we may find, Churi and the team will examine Richard's DNA and analyse it against the 30 million people already on worldwide databases. It's been 2 months since Richard took a DNA test to try and find out any information about his father.
When I was growing up, I wished I had a brother or a sister, but for my whole life, my cousin, probably embarrassed him now, but I idolised him. I was lucky I could talk to him, you know, and he treated me like a little brother. There you go.
Cheers, buddy. Cheers.
You're welcome.
Before his results, Richard's cousin Rob is checking in on him.
Do you remember the first time you asked me to try and find out who your dad was?
I do.
How old would you be then, do you reckon?
I think I'm about 12, 13.
And here we are now, and fair play, you still need to know. You still need to have that answer.
It's a bit crazy. Yeah,
There you go.
good shot.
What about a disappointment if there's no answer?
I'm an Evertonian.
No, serious
We're used
answer.
to disappointment.
Serious answer.
Obviously, I'm hopeful, but I can't. I've been knocked back so many times that I can't kind of go in there thinking there's going to be this answer. Whoever this person is, let's be clear, is not my dad. You know, because I'm 52. I get that everyone's worried about me in terms of that I'm setting myself up for a fall, but I think...
Well, I wouldn't say it as set yourself up for a fall, but just as long as you can cope if there's no real news.
Yeah, and it's good to have people to talk to about it, it really is. Because sometimes you just bottle all this stuff and it keeps you in your head. Whatever comes out may not be what I want it to be, but I think once we're at the end of this, I feel better because I know I'll have tried to do something about it. Do you think it's the right thing to do?
Of course it's the right thing to do. Of course it is.
Yeah, I can't do no more than what I've done now.
Oh, classic.
When I was a little boy, I was playing for the football team. All the dads were there, and my granddad wanted to come along, and I said, you can't. I wouldn't tell him where it was because I was a bit embarrassed. You're a lot older than everybody else, and you're not me dad. You know, if I could go back to 7-year-old Rich and just give him like a flick in the ear and go, what are you doing? He just wants the best for you. It has affected me not knowing where I've come from. I've missed out on a sense of belonging, a sense of identity. I've not felt complete.
After a lifetime of searching for the identity of his father, today Richard hopes Churi and the team will finally be able to give him some answers. Joining him for his DNA results is his wife, Kim.
Hi, you okay?
Hello.
Nice to see you.
Nice to see you again. Okay. When you came the first time, you really wanted to know about your ancestry.
Yeah.
And ideally about your biological father. And you really had nothing to go on.
No, nothing. That side of the family tree is just a blank page.
So this is where DNA can be really helpful in a case like this. We know your mum's side, so your mum's English.
Yeah.
So that's really useful to us because that allows us to kind of really concentrate on what must be your biological father's side.
Okay.
It was really clear. Your father is Irish.
Okay. Okay. Wow, really?
You're coming back as more than 50% Irish. You're coming back as 56% Irish. Your biological father is Irish. You're half Irish.
Really? Oh, wow. I'm a bit speechless. I don't really know what to say. That's blown me away. That's amazing. That is amazing. Thank you so much for that.
So, are you ready for me to go on? Are you happy?
Yeah. Is there more?
There's more. Our next thing we want to do is see if we can find out who your biological father is.
Yeah.
And I can actually tell you this took months of work by the team. They had to go back 170 years.
Okay.
Looking at, birth, marriage, death records,
Yeah.
getting in contact with distant relatives. And that allows us to start putting family trees together.
Okay.
And I can tell you that something did come out of it.
I'm sorry. I wasn't prepared for it.
Not at all.
I'd kind of lowered expectations and things like that. But yeah, I'm ready.
Okay.
Yeah.
So all of that work led us to your grandparents. I'm going to draw you a family tree.
Okay.
It's a lot.
This
You tell me to stop.
No,
If
no,
you're-
no. I've waited so long, and now it's here. It's like, wow, this is real, and it's amazing. It's just a lot, you know.
It is a lot.
Yeah, but no, that's fine.
No.
Let's take that blank page and make it into something real.
We are going to make it into something pretty amazing,
Okay.
actually. So your grandparents are from Galway.
Okay.
They had 3 sons. One of those had to be your father. One of their sons took a DNA test for us to help us narrow down on which one of these brothers was your dad.
Okay.
We found your biological father for you.
Okay.
Your dad is the middle brother. He was born in 1947.
I'm never speechless. Is he still with us?
He's alive and well. There's more.
Okay.
You have half siblings.
Okay. Okay.
Four of them.
4 of them.
3 brothers and a sister.
Wow. Blow me socks off. Honestly, Tori, that's just, can't thank you enough. You'll never know. You will never know what this means. Thank you so much. Honestly, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I'll see you soon. Hey. Everything.
Shut up.
Let me show you. So I'm Irish. Grandparents, father, brothers and sisters.
What? No way. Wow. How do you feel?
It's mad.
Hello.
Oh, shaking.
Oh, girl.
Nice, Stace, you okay?
Richard.
You all right?
I'm all right. How are you?
A bit shaky.
Of course.
I can't believe it. And when we spoke last time, I said if I find out which part of the world I'm from, I'll take that. Now, to find out not just that, but all of this is just crazy. I don't know. I don't know. Are you all right?
I'm shocked.
I'm so made up for you. I cannot begin to tell you how delighted we all are for you. So we've had a conversation with one of your half-brothers.
Okay.
He's really excited to have a chat with you. He was so helpful. It
Okay.
was his DNA
Yeah.
that allowed us to clarify that this is indeed your family.
Fantastic.
But I've got some more information I'd love to show you, if that feels okay.
Yeah, just blow my mind. Yeah, completely. Yeah, just finish me off completely.
This is a photo of your father.
Good moustache. It's a lot to take in, but it makes me happy to see all these people smiling. They look a good bunch. They look nice people.
Wait till you see this next photo. This is your half-brother.
Whoa!
It's uncanny.
Oh my God.
God, yeah, that is me.
It is
Yeah.
you.
That is me. Oh, flipping heck. And he lives in Ireland?
No, he's in England.
Really?
Your dad moved to Liverpool as a teenager, and now your half-brother, he lives about an hour away from you.
This is mental. This is crazy. This is crazy. This is crazy.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
Last night, he sent us an email, and he's asked me to pass it over to you, if that's okay.
Yeah.
There you are, mate.
Oh, flipping heck, it's written to me. He knows my name. Hi, Richard, I hope you're well. I'm not really sure where to start. I don't tend to write letters. This is all a bit of a shock at 48. It's a shock at 52 as well, mate. It's not a bad shock, no, it's not, but I had no idea you existed. I'm glad you found some answers and I hope they help you. And I'm happy for you to get in touch if you want to.
Amazing.
Wow. That's my brother.
Oh.
Flipping heck, Stace. I've got a lot to take in. I've come in, no dad. I'm leaving here with knowing who my dad is, with 3 brothers and a sister. So I'm not an only child. I'm no longer an orphan. And I know where I belong to.
It's like winning the lottery, isn't it, really? Honestly, I'm so happy for you.
Richard, well done. Kim,
Thank you,
lovely to
Stacey.
see you.